Hey fellow sheriffs patrolling Riverside, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid, Bandit Slayer, episode 20, Fake Treasure. Oh, there is a hunter group of bandits coming my way too. He's running around with a guitar. Okay. Oh, here he is. Down you go. Sorry, Grayson. I shouldn't assume that that was the only hunter, but I think he was solo. Because I didn't see anyone else spawn up there. Alright, looking at the loot, see if there's anything else from all the kills that was worth anything. What is the condition of my... Oh, these are fresh pierogies. I'm gonna eat them now. God, what pistol am I even using now? I'm gonna put the other pistols away because it's getting a little confusing. Yeah, I haven't forgotten about the truck. Don't worry. If you couldn't already tell, just a little wee bit busy. Alright, I don't need the shotgun shells anymore. In fact, I'll box up some. Glad I brought a shotgun though, because there was a legit swarm of them. Okay, so, Roxy, where is your... 9mm pistol is loaded in full. Good. That's what I was mostly concerned about. And then... I'm gonna eat pierogies. Am I missing a Louisville map piece? No. I have all maps. I'm gonna still be on red high alert until I'm pretty certain they're all dead. I'm not gonna clear the icons until I've swept the area a bit more. A pickaxe, but it's pretty damaged. So these are the ones I wasted. How was there already maggots on them? Maybe that was not the one. Alright. And because this is a bandit base, there ought to be some loot. As a result. So there was, there's a mattress here. This dude has a key ring. I'm taking the key. It's probably to the factory. Now, if they had loot, where would it be? That's nothing special. They're supposed to have loot. Whenever there's a bandit base, it's supposed to spawn with loot. So maybe it's... maybe it's in these boxes. I don't know, because the icon shows that I'm standing on it. Like it's supposed to be right here or something. In fact, there's some weird stuff happening to the floor here. Like it spawned on the second floor above me and it's floating. So that's possible. Alright, let's see if that's the case. Because then I can always come down here with planks and build a little walkway. I don't really know what's going on over there, but it does sound like there's a bit of a zombie swarm. I'm also getting crazy error codes, which is probably related to the fact that the loot spawned in some sort of invalid spot. And I'm not entirely sure why I'm getting... So I think what I'm going to do, as a result, is save and load. I will say that I am fairly certain that the threat is gone. I think if there was more bandits, I would have seen them by now. That was fun. A little turf war. Ended up killing 5 bandits myself. And getting some good stuff out of it all. I'm gonna stuff myself full of pierogies. And my weight's still dropping. I'll worry about that later. There. Stuff myself full of a lot of food. Wait, I have 2 spare magazines here? I guess it's fine. Okay, let's do a quick save and load. Just to make sure that if there was bugs, it gets, like, worked out or whatever. Because, yeah, that was strange. Clearly, those, like, 3 tiles were supposed to have loot or something, and it didn't spawn right. Alright. So, I'll go back over there and see if I can't suss out what the heck's going on with that loot. Oh, I think the loot's gone. I no longer see the weird, invalid tile spawning. That's too bad. I was hoping for bandit loot. But, you know, oh well. I got to kill people. That counts for something. Pierogies are basically just like European dumplings, to put it simply. So instead of like rice dumplings, they're like wheat dumplings, is I think the most simple explanation. I really like pierogies myself. I don't like fighting inside, and I don't like fighting when I'm tired, and I'm doing both, which is not great. Where did all these zombies come from? Yeah, so like dumplings, pierogies, empanadas, it's all the same sort of concept. It is, I mean, I would even say like, well, I don't know. Never mind. Well, this guy has leather gloves. Yeah, pretty similar to, like, the big difference between a ravioli is, like, one you would pan fry or air fry or something like that, and the other is, like, you'd put in water to boil, which doesn't sound like a big difference between the two, but I think it's more of a significant difference. The difference between, like, pasta and not pasta. I don't know. Maybe I'm making it up. What do I know? But I would say, like, pierogies are like small calzones more than they are like dry ravioli. It's a weird. And with that said, a calzone is just a pizza folded in half, as far as I'm concerned. It's literally how you make calzones. Make pizza, fold in half, throw in oven. I think everything in here got done cleared. These zombies are almost certainly as a result of me honking to try to draw attention to this base so that the bandits would have something to fight other than me. But very disappointed that the loot, like, doesn't exist. Well, you know, whatever. It's just the way it is. But yeah, I can definitely understand, back to the pierogi conversation. Like, tortellini or ravioli is like wet pierogies, boiled in water. Like, yeah, okay, pretty much the same thing. I can agree to that. I think what you put on it differs a lot, though. Alright, well, I got really far off of the voted goal. I'm going to quickly ask you guys if you want me to continue working on electrical, or if you want me to pivot to do something else. I'm happy to keep doing electrical. I just haven't, it's been about an hour, and I want to make sure that I'm on the right path as far as you all are concerned. So, there's a new poll, and you're welcome to reaffirm that I'm doing what I should be doing, or if you want me to change it up, have me change it up. I'm cool with either. So I'm just organizing my own inventory here to be able to shed weight, and then I'll be ready to go back out. But yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of unexpected murder, which is a good time. Alright, I am going to check up on the farm. I'm being like an overprotective farmer of my little crops. Basically, Roxy doesn't want to be fat no more, so making sure the greens are coming up is important. Can power go out due to bad weather? No. Power only goes out ever once, and it's just a scheduled event, much like the helicopter or the loss of water. Would saving right now when it spawns and reload help the errors? So yeah, what ended up happening was, like, I think the where the loot spawned was invalid, and when I went back to menu and came back, the loot stopped existing because it wasn't a valid spot for it to have spawned. So now the loot no longer exists, but also the errors no longer exist. So, you know, I cleared the errors, which is good. All right, weight is still dropping, so let's try to get the weight up. I am going to microwave a frozen ham because I can, and y'all can't stop me. I am gross, and I'm owning up to it. Yeah, I don't think a microwaved ham is, like, fresh. Alright, there we go. Now my weight is leveled off. And I'll put the other half of the ham... Well, I have more than one ham. I'll put the other half of the ham away in my backpack for later. Ham and cabbage. All part of our Roxy balanced diet. I had mentioned that, like, going to sleep at, like, maybe 1:30 will be ideal, given I have the Wakeful trait. So, pass some time reading the foraging book until about 1:30. Actually, I'm pretty tired. I'll go to sleep now. Okay. We're going to continue working on electrical. I'm up at the perfect time. It's still raining. And I'm going to take the sign that every time I go into the trailer park, an alarm goes off as a message that I should loot somewhere else. So I'm going to go somewhere else this time. So here's the tracker sheet, if you're interested in what I have and do not have. I can put that up for a little bit as I drive over. But every tool that I wanted to find, I have found. And, I haven't actually tried to collect all the books, but I have all the books that I immediately need, which is good. I want to stop here. I think I have the keys to this thing. Oh, maybe I don't. Well, it still has a radio. Hello, police. Oh, I'm not going to stab you with my screwdriver. Let's try again. I would not mind having an extra shotgun. So, please and thank you. You had, oh yeah, it's in reasonable condition, and you had another 1911. Man, I am collecting 1911s like some sort of World War II buff. Like, I have so many of them now. Okay, electrical is a sixth of the way there. It's a long road to get to 300, but we're working on it. So the sledgehammer, if you're wondering, I found it here at a roadside construction site while I was trying to drive over to the sort of wealthier neighborhoods. I just happened upon it and was like, oh, cool. And that ended that search. Is there an end goal to achieve? Do you mean for this series or like in Project Zomboid? Because those are very different questions. Alright, I'll probably stop to clear... You know what? There's enough zombies around here, I just don't care. So we're headed back to the nicer neighborhoods. Because the nicer neighborhoods are more likely to have, like, more electronics in the home. Like video games and CD players and earbuds and stuff like that. So actually, I'm going to head over to the gated community area. Which is here. And start to clear the houses towards the gated community and then make my way into the gated community for electrical and possibly metalwork. I should be pretty close to level 4 metalwork now. Oh no, I'm really not. Still like 3.5. I haven't leveled that up as much as I thought. So the sledgehammer was found right up here at a road construction site. Right there, where those cones are. Speaking of which, did I take the radio off of this thing? I did not. I might also at some point be able to just like manufacture radios from all the parts that I have to then put them, then disassemble them again. It's a pretty valid strategy. That's one strip truck. Yeah, it's pretty ruined. So this house is adjacent to the gated community. So I'll clear this one, but you can see the gated community wrought iron black fences just up this way. Alright. Let's see how much progress I can get for electrical. So I would say in terms of skill, electrical 3 is like the last major hurdle to pass of all the skill that I think is like needed to set up a base. I don't know if you'd agree with me, but... Oh, you're still alive. Well, undead, I don't know. But that would be my... Yeah, that would be my thinking is like, in order to set up a base, you need probably the carpentry level... I mean, it really depends. You can get away with carpentry level 4 and do like the smaller rain barrels, especially if you get a sledgehammer to be able to remove access rather than have to build your own stairs. But carpentry level 7 is kind of nice to have. And then, you know, metalwork... Mechanics to level 5 allows you to repair engines, which is kind of big, especially if you use your car aggressively. But if you use your car carefully, you can get away with having much lower mechanics. Electrical 3 to be able to move washers, dryers, ovens, and then, you know, some metalwork. And those are like kind of the major ones for base building. Alright, there is a... Hello. There you are. This is not the kind of window that I can jimmy, so I'm just going to wait for that zombie to break in. Oh, red wine in a fridge? Why would you refrigerate... whatever. I'm not gonna make sense of that. Okay, so we have, I think, 4 bowls now, which is good when I start making stews. And I got tired of waiting for him. Oh, keys to the house. Wow, you didn't even notice me. In fact, There's like a lot of activity going on. Do I have a cooking pot? Yes, I have 2. I don't have a kettle, but like, I could, maybe I'll grab the kettle. I'm just trying not to get too encumbered when I'm looting houses, because if bandits roll up on me and I'm encumbered, I'll have to like panic and quickly throw things on the ground to try to run away. So I'd rather not get into the situation of being over encumbered. Because like normally in Zomboid, when you're just fighting zombies, like encumbered's kind of, I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter too much. Because like you can walk away from zombies, but you definitely can't walk away from bandits. So I gotta be really careful about my encumbrance. Okay. God, everyone has guns everywhere. Guns, 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 guns. Those are better scissors than the scissors I have. The scissors I have are all messed up. True, it is Kentucky. Is it this door? I can't tell what door they're trying to break down. Fanny pack. Yeah, I did mention earlier that Roxy just did not care for fanny packs, and her feelings on fanny packs have not changed since saying that. Figured it was you. So although it might be meta to loot them and use them, she just finds them too ugly. I know, right? She's particular about that. What's the weight at now? 80 and holding? Oh, I'm doing a good job. Oh my god. Every bedroom in this... There's been 3 guns for 2 bedrooms. Like, dude, what? How much self-defense do you need? Do you have guns to protect your guns? I'm thinking that's the case. Alright, this house is just about picked over. I could go and metalwork it. Might as well. And I did mention, like, taking the kettle, so I'll do that. Technically, I could get rid of those metal, the racks or the shelves or whatever. I don't necessarily need to break down everything. I'm just breaking down the high-impact stuff, the easier stuff for experience. Okay, torch is empty, so I'm going to count this house as cleared, because I don't need to break down all the metalwork stuff. Metalwork is just easier to level up than electrical. So that one is done. Oh, the Yoda cam. Let me enable that. Sorry about that. I just dawned on me I didn't have it enabled. Character says they're hungry. No, yeah, actually, weight is dropping. So I'll have half a box of cereal. Because I already ate the ham. Alright, gated community time. Fancy houses. Fancy two-story houses with modern accoutrements. Time to do some B&E. Oh, and before I even do that... Done. We're slowly cutting through... We're slowly cutting through the area and making sure that, Okay, so I do have enough electrical to remove these round lights if I want to install them back home, but I probably don't want to do that. I like the floodlights instead. How's alarm incoming? Maybe. Or a window that won't open. Right, you know what? Fine. Now that time, my EQ was working correctly. I was trying to jimmy out the window. When I was back in the trailer park, it wasn't working because I was holding it down, but I would just jimmy attempt once and then stop randomly, even though I wasn't the one stopping it, which was confusing because I wanted to keep trying. Basically, the way it works is that thunk noise you hear at the end is like you breaking the... Maybe breaking's the wrong term, but you failing at trying to jimmying open the window to the point where it will never open up again. You, like, broke the lock mechanism, if you will. So that's when you're like, oh, okay, I should just stop trying with this window. Which is why I just smashed it instead. Yeah, you damage the latch to the point where it's unjimmyable. Metalwork 4. Do I need it? Yes, I do. So I just marked it off. Cool. Don't need trapping 1, though. First aid 3. Technically, I need it. I don't think I'll ever read it, but I'll take it. Mark that down, too. This home is, like, very empty. And clean. Usually that means I gotta keep my guard up. The nicer the homes... Yeah, see, these homes have, like, multiple TVs. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I came to the nice neighborhood, because there I can disassemble more stuff. Does listening to CDs help with boredom? Yes. Yes, it does. Big hiking bag. Cool. Another deagle? But this deagle is in such bad shape, I'm not even going to bother with it. Because it's basically fully broken. Oh, there is a scavenger bandit group. They are a few houses over. So I'm going to try to finish up this. I'll probably not do the, I'll probably not bother with going for all the metalwork in here. And just focus on electrical. Because I am encumbered and do not want to be encumbered for a potential fight with bandits. Oh, they were darning their socks. But yeah, you know, taking a look at, like, what they had in here, I would say that they did indeed have, a lot more electrical than the other houses I've hit. And my electrical skill is now almost a third of the way to a third of the way up. Boredom is like really easy to manage, which is why I don't really worry about it. Did I stage my long gun on the roof? Not yet. That was one of the voted priorities that just haven't won in the polls just yet. Which is to increase the defense of the base, meaning remove the barricades that are driving blockers, and then adding my own barricades and all that stuff. So, if it gets voted on, I will do it, but it hasn't been voted on yet. So, I don't know how I want to play this, because there's potentially bandits in the area. I think what I'll do is point my vehicle in a flea and leave it running, because I'm really not concerned about gasoline, so that I can continue looting despite the fact that there's like bandits afoot. Hey Fresmar, welcome to your first stream. Pleasure to have you here. Whoa, they had like a lot of equipment in here. Nothing that I particularly need, but it was an impressively stocked stool? Yes, a stool cabinet. A tool shed. I don't even know what a stool cabinet is, but it sounds gross. And a fresh propane tank is never a bad thing to have. That way, if I want to do a lot more metalwork, I have a lot more fuel. Definitely want to dump that, though, because it weighs me down a ton. Alright, that's locked. Ooh, they have some good food. I love the zombie surprise noise. It's like, yeah, how did you not notice up until this point? Weren't there signs? Oh, I have hunter bandits coming. Alright, so if I have a group actively hunting me... Yeah, let me put the icon there. I went back to the car, and I am going to position myself... Oh, there. Hey, moron! No, there's... Oh, no, there was just zombies. Carter Ward. Dead. Idiot. I'm so good at eulogies. Alright, this guy... Firefighter... The pants are intact. The bunker jacket is ruined. The thing about those, and I know I say this often, is you can't repair them, so they're like single use. It's not to say that they're bad equipment, but the fact that it's single use lowers my interest in them because they can't be tailored and they can't be reinforced or anything like that. The helmet's also very insulating. The pants are great, don't get me wrong. It's just, again, single use, so... They did have a long sleeve t-shirt, so I'm gonna take that for later. So I'm pretty sure the hunter bandit is this one, and he is all very dead. So I can go back to doing what I was doing, because I don't think I'm being hunted anymore. I have not been taking keys because the mod now... Oh, it didn't count that. Okay, so the mod clearly has bugs. The dude I just absolutely slayed was 100% a bandit, and it didn't count for Bandits Guild. But no, I haven't been taking their keys because the mod technically is supposed to track bandit kills, but like, I guess it's not. I don't know. I'm just not making a point of taking the keys, though, because I'm, let's call it lazy. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Bandit Slayer, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 5th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming stream. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Slayers.